Hello, everyone. Welcome along. It is Saturday, the 11th of February. Apologies, seem to have woken up with a very bad migraine and a very sore throat this morning, which isn't good because I'm hosting a quiz in White Regis. So that's a good point. Hello, Jay. So as you all watch this, whenever you watch it, I'll be sat with the guys in the White Regis Social Club this evening watching this. So we've got about just under a minute to go. So get yourselves settled in, ready for the quiz. And for those who are still looking for someone for their team in the White Regis Social Club, now is your time to throw out some bribery and try and get me to play on your team to help you win tonight, which I'm not sure is fair. I don't know, but you know. Who cares? But yeah, welcome along. We'll get started. About 30 seconds to go. But just before I do, I want to say another massive happy birthday to Mark. I was at his 60th birthday last night hosting a surprise quiz for him. He had no idea it was a surprise birthday and a surprise quiz for him as well, being hosted by myself. Mark was part of the Judean People's Front of Judea, a quiz team, I hold very dearly. Played against them. I've hosted quizzes for them, so it was an absolute honour to be there last night and host the quiz. And it was good fun as well. Really, really good fun. Met lots of lovely people. So hello to everyone that I said hello to last night. And thank you for being good fun. And thank you to you as well, Mark, because I have missed your heckling as much as I've missed Brent as well from the Village Idiots with their heckling. So it was so much fun last night. Really, really enjoyed it. And yeah, hope you're all good this morning. And thank you, to everyone for arranging it as well. It was good fun. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Right, back to tonight. Let's get this on. 50 questions then, as always. A couple of things for your breaks. So let's do it. Let's ping this across. So let's kick off then with entertainment. As always, 10 random questions for you. Starting with this, and I might need to find a lozenge in a minute of some description. But let's get it on. Here we go. Number one. The Hogwarts Express in Harry Potter departs from King's Cross at platform 9 and what? So the Hogwarts Express in Harry Potter departs from King's Cross at platform 9 and what? Number two, Carly Simon had a 1972 hit with You're So What? So Carly Simon had a 1972 hit with You're So What? Number three, Rebecca Rabbit, Susie Sheep, and Candy Cat are all friends of which cartoon pig? So Rebecca Rabbit, Susie Sheep, and Candy Cat are all friends of which cartoon pig? Literally, the second I finish pre-recording this, I'm off to Weymouth. I won't tell you what time of the morning it is as I'm recording this, but I'm setting off for White Regis and Weymouth. So I've got on my other screen, I've got Traffic England up, just keeping an eye on the traffic. Number four, the movie Lost in Translation is set in which city? So the movie Lost in Translation is set in which city? At number five, who had hits with Cosmic Girl, Deeper Underground, and Virtual Insanity? So who had hits with Cosmic Girl, Deeper Underground, and Virtual Insanity? And number 6, complete the name of a former US TV sitcom. It's called 2.5 What? I knew this was gonna. Now I've got this theme tune to this in my head, and if you know the answer to this, you'll probably have it in your head as well. Now that's gonna be stuck in my head all the way down. And number 7, who played Mia Wallace in Pulp Fiction? So, who played Mia Wallace in Pulp Fiction? Number 8, which singer had hits with Genie in a Bottle and What a Girl Wants? So, which singer had hits with Genie in a Bottle and What a Girl Wants? At number 9, The Lost World was the 1997 sequel to which 1994 movie? So, The Lost World, Lost Word. So this is one advantage of still doing it's a slight advantage of still doing it on having it on PowerPoint. I can go in and just edit a little few things. So yeah, The Lost World was the 1997 sequel to which 1994 movie? And your final entertainment question tonight. Number 10, what was the name of Steptoe's horse in Steptoe and Son? So what was the name of Steptoe's horse in Steptoe and Son? So next up, round 2, a bit of cryptic nursery rhymes. I've done some of these before, but yeah. So basically, it does. This is what it says on the tin. I'm going to give you my cryptic description of a nursery rhyme. I just want you to tell me what the name of the nursery rhyme is. I like some of these, but I wrote them myself, so that's why I do like them. But here we go. Number 1: an army of men went up and down a hill, and at times seemed to be in the middle of it. So an army of men went up and down a hill and at times seemed to be in the middle of it. Number 2, after capital city landmark falls, female is given advice on how to rebuild it. So after a capital city landmark falls, a female is given advice on how to rebuild it. Number 3, egg sits on wall and then falls into an irreparable state. So egg sits on a wall and then falls into an irreparable state. Now, I know there's going to be some of you sat there at home going, it's pronounced, but that's how I say wall. It's my accent. I can't help it. They take the mick out of me all the time up here for it. It's not wall, it's wow. Number 4, swish, chat, beep, wah, and shush are just some of the sounds that can be heard on this transport device. So swish, chat, beep, wah, and shh are just some of the sounds that can be heard on this transport device. Number 5, a weather front impedes an arachnid from achieving climbing goals. So weather front impedes arachnid from achieving its climbing goals. And number 6, confused people consistently asking if they know a man of sweet treats and his residential address. So confused people consistently asking if they know a man of sweet treats and his residential address. I mean, I'm sat at the, as you're watching this as it goes out on the premiere, I'm sat in the White Regis Social Club, and I'm not quite sure how we would have got on so far. There's probably a lot of people looking at me right now going, eh? But then there's probably a lot of people going, oh, I'm liking this, I'm liking this. Number 7, feline runs away with an instrument whilst cow jumps over celestial body. So feline runs away with an instrument whilst a cow jumps over celestial body. Number 8, 3 visually impaired rodents run after the farmer's wife. So 3 visually impaired rodents run after the farmer's wife. Number 9, 2 climb a mound to fetch fluids. One falls, the other tumbles. I know there's going to be some of you who have probably been waiting for this one, made a list of all the nursery rhymes and gone, there it is, got it, right, there it is. Finally, for these, number 10, lady loses her animals and hopes they will return, bringing their behinds with them. So lady loses her animals and hopes they will return, bringing their behinds with them. Let's wrap up part 1 of the quiz then this evening with Blockbusters. 10 of these, as always, for you. Kicking off with this. Number 1. What S is the name of a cocktail found in a toolbox? So what S is the name of a cocktail found in a toolbox? And number 2, what UA was the name of the Only Fools and Horses character played by Buster Merrifield? There you go, that's for you, John. What UA was the name of the Only Fools and Horses character played by Buster Merrifield? Number 3, what N is the real name for the big blue gas giant planet? So what N is the real name for the big blue gas giant planet? So I always hear big blue and think of New York Giants. So. Go Giants. Number 4, what S is the medical name for the shoulder blade? So what S is the medical name for the shoulder blade? Number 5, what BS is the collective name for Charlotte, Emily, and Anne? So what BS is the collective name for Charlotte, Emily, and Anne? Number 6, what TT once had a telephone helpline set up when they announced their split in 1996? So what TT once had a telephone helpline set up when they announced their split in 1996? Number 7, what T has the chemical symbol of SN? So what T has the chemical symbol of SN? Number 8, what RD is an American... Oh, start again. What RD is an American origin salad accompaniment. Not worded that very well. What RD is an American origin salad accompaniment? It was created in America. Hello to our good friends over in America. And number 9, what P is the organ that what P is the organ of the body that produces insulin? So what P is the organ of the body that produces insulin? And finally, number 10, what S is an alarm clock function to gain extra minutes of sleep? So what S is an alarm clock function to gain extra minutes of sleep? So there you have it. That's your first 30 questions for this evening. The questions will be up on the website now. So if you go over to Twitter, go to our page, and I'll put there'll be individual links for the 3 rounds there, and I'll do the same for the second part of the quiz as well. So if you head on over to Twitter now, you can go and recap those. So for your first break, obviously, as I've said before, I'm doing a long drive today. This isn't a tiebreaker question, but it's about between 280 to 300 miles that I'm doing today, and part of that journey is going to be almost traversing the whole of the M5, because that's the way I've got to go. So for your first break, let me just sort it out, take that off, put that on, drop that a little bit to there we go. So for your first break then this evening, put these M5 motorway services in order from north to south. So it's a bit of geography for you, because a lot of them are place names that you'll recognise. But yeah, put these M5 motorway services in order from north to south. So well, it'll be the order that I passed them on the way down today. And I will be back with you very shortly with some answers. And if anyone at the White Regis Social Club is currently going to the bar in the break, I'll have an orange juice, please. That would be great. Thank you. See you shortly. I've just realised you may possibly have been sat there in the sound of silence for the last 7 minutes, or I might have had time to edit some music over the top. So either way, but yeah, just on that a technical issue, I've got to the bottom of Thursday again. Apologies for it, but for once it wasn't actually me. So it wasn't the internet. It wasn't something I did. I now know the why it happened. I now just need to find out the who. So basically, when there's this software that I use, it's called Streamlabs. What I do is I push the go live button and it sends the feed to YouTube or to Facebook. And it's got all my logins and everything goes, etc. Now, if I'd have lost the internet on Thursday night, I'd have lost Facebook, I'd have lost my Discord server, which is where I knew there was an issue. I'd have lost all the internet and stuff that I'd have had open and social media, etc. But I didn't. So the internet didn't go. Also, I didn't normally, when it's about to go or there's an issue or it starts buffering quite badly, what happens on Streamlabs is it gives me a warning and it says reconnecting to your reconnecting, and then it'll say you've lost it basically. And none of that happened because what it seems like has happened. Now, I don't know who, and I need to find out because I need to sort of make sure, but I've got a two-factor account set up for YouTube. But what seems to have happened is someone has physically ended the stream on the back end of YouTube. And I don't know how. There's only 4 of us who've got access to it. So whether it was done accidentally or what, I don't know. But when I downloaded, so that everyone had a full completed quiz to watch for those who didn't watch it live on Thursday. When I downloaded the quiz from YouTube, because I hid that live stream and downloaded the quiz, and it just stops dead. When I've looked back, or when I've had other ones where I've had an internet issue or what have you, it might just skip a bit or, reconnect or, but this didn't. It just stopped. So I spoke to YouTube about it and they said, yeah, someone stopped your stream. It wasn't an internet problem or anything. Someone has just physically gone, boom, end stream. So I need to find out the who, which is a job for Monday morning, is to do a bit more investigation. So again, apologies for it not sort of panning out the way it did. Thursdays at the moment, this Thursday coming, it may or may not be pre-recorded. I haven't quite sorted everything out with my mother-in-law, whether I'm doing the all the way to London or not. We haven't quite got the who, what, why, when, how yet on that. Anyway, right, let's give you the answers to this. Let's give you the answers in 3, 2, 1 and put them all in the right order. There we go. So yeah, at the top, the first one I'll come past on my way in a couple of hours' time is Frankly. Then it will be Strensham. Number 3, Gloucester, which I think that's the farm shop one, and I think that's probably where I'm going to stop. But yeah, Gloucester for number 3. Number 4 is Michaelwood. Number 5, Gordano. Number 6 is Sedgemoor. 7, Bridgewater. 8 is Taunton Dean. And then number 9 will be Exeter. There you go. How did you get on with those? Probably very, very difficultly, to be honest, I would have thought for some. But let me know how you got on with those anyway. Right, let me get this all sorted. Push that button there. Push that button there. Yeah, if you're in the White Regis Social Club, now is time to swap your answer sheets. Send them around. Get someone else to mark your working. Here we go. Entertainment then, round 1. Number 1, the Hogwarts Express in Harry Potter departs from King's Cross at platform 9 3/4. No, I can't share that story. No, I can't. Number 2, Carly Simon had a 1972 hit with You're So Vain. Many years ago, I was at King's Cross Station. Oh, the outside of it, because I know people are going to be going, well, no, share it. So yeah, many years ago at King's Cross Station, attempted to try and walk through the thing. It was before they put all the ropes around it and made it a bit more of a thing. So yeah, don't do that. Number 3, Rebecca Rabbit, Susie Sheep and Candy Cat are all friends of which cartoon pig? It is Peppa Pig. Number 4, the movie Lost in Translation is set in Tokyo. Number 5, who had hits with Cosmic Girl, Deeper Underground and Virtual Insanity? It was Jamiroquai. Number 6, complete the name of a former US TV sitcom. It's 2.5 Men. The theme tune, if you don't know, basically goes men, 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 men. Yeah, that's going to be stuck in my head. Number 7, who played Mia Wallace in Pulp Fiction? It's Uma Thurman. Number 8, which singer had hits with Genie in a Bottle and What a Girl Wants? It's Christina Aguilera. Number 9, The Lost World was the 1997 sequel to which 94 movie? It's Jurassic Park. And number 10, what was the name of Steptoe's horse in Steptoe and Son? It was Hercules. Round 2, cryptic nursery rhymes. See how you got on with these. Number 1, an army of men went up and down a hill and at times seemed to be in the middle of it. The grand old Duke of York. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were neither halfway up, they were neither half... When they were neither... Oh, never mind. Number 2, after capital city landmark falls, female given advice on how to rebuild it. It's London Bridge is falling down. Number 3, egg sits on wall and then falls into an irreparable state. It's Humpty Dumpty. Number 4, swish, chat, beep, wah, and shh are just some of the sounds that can be heard on this transport device. It's wheels on the bus. Go round and round, round and round, round and round. Number 5, weatherfront impedes arachnid from achieving climbing goals. It's Incy Wincy Spider. Number 6, confused people consistently asking if they know a man of sweet treats and his residential address. It is the Muffin Man. You know, he lives on Drury Lane. Married to the Muffin Man. Number 7, feline runs away with an instrument whilst cow jumps over celestial body. It's the Cat and the Fiddle. Number 8, 3 visually impaired rodents run after a farmer's wife. It's 3 blind mice. Number 9, 2 climb a mound to fetch fluids. 1 falls, the other tumbles. It's Jack and Jill. And number 10, lady loses her animals and hopes they will return, bringing their behinds with them. It's Little Bo Peep. Round 3 with Blockbusters for you. Number 1, what S is the name of a cocktail found in a toolbox? It's Screwdriver. Number 2, what UA was the name of the Only Fools and Horses character played by Buster Merrifield? It's Uncle Albert. Number 3, what N is the real name for the big blue gas giant planet? It's Neptune. Number 4, what S is the medical name for the shoulder blade? It's the scapula. Number 5, what BS is the collective name for Charlotte, Emily and Anne? They are the Bronte sisters. Number 6, what TT once had a telephone helpline set up when they announced their split in 1996? It's Take That. I still remember this. Yeah, so when Take That split up, I mean, I would have been 14 years old. But so many people were heartbroken by it. They actually had to set up, well, not Take That, but their phone line was set up to help anyone sort of with any of their issues around it. Do you reckon they'd set up a helpline if I'd sort of like announced next week that was it? It was the last. I doubt it. Different times. Not too far. Number 7. What T was the chemical symbol of SN? What T has the chemical symbol of SN? It's tin. Number 8. What RD is an American origin salad accompaniment? It's ranch dressing. I couldn't say dressing. You know. Origin salad dressing, because everyone would have known it straight away. Number 9, what P is the organ of the body that produces insulin? It's the pancreas. And finally, number 10, what S is an alarm clock function to gain extra minutes of sleep? It is snooze. Or, in my world, shout at it until it stops making noises. Right, tot your scores up. How are you getting on so far? 30 points available for you. Let us know as you always do. Still to come, connections round and general knowledge. Now, I've mentioned a few times I'm in the White Regis Social Club while this is going out. We're all, it's like a big watch along in person. It's quite weird, but it's going to be good fun. However, for the connections round tonight, I'm going to have to duck because Hayley, good friend, is there tonight, and Hayley is the one who is known for launching Easter eggs and groaning when the connection round comes out. Now, she is there in person tonight, so I'm probably going to have to duck because of the connections round tonight. So yeah, Hayley, please don't throw it in my direction. I've not got the reflexes I used to have. I'm getting old. I'm 40 now. So yeah, please don't launch Easter eggs in my physical direction. At the TV's fine. Actually, just having a great conversation. So Mark, whose birthday it was last night, that was at, and he was saying to me, he said, I talk to you all the time. You just don't respond. So hi, Mark. Are you okay? Yeah. Did you have a good night last night? Excellent. Yeah. No, it was great fun. Yeah. Let's get on with it. All right, here we go. Connections round then. As always, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links them all together? He was very proud of connections round because I wrote it for him. But here we go. Let's see how you get on with this. Number 1. What is the first name of Mr. West who portrayed Batman? So what is the first name of Mr. West who portrayed Batman? Number 2, according to the idiom. Now, I've had to put the first letter in because I wrote this and then realised that there may actually be 2 answers. So I've put the first letter of the word in for you. But according to the idiom, a what kind of clock is right twice a day? So according to the idiom, a what kind of clock is right twice a day? So it begins with the letter B. And number 3, in the UK, we call the tool a spanner. But what is the US name for it? So in the UK, we call the tool a spanner, but what is the US name for it? And number 4, feeling nervous or anxious is said to have what in your stomach? So feeling nervous or anxious is said to have what in your stomach? Number 5, knocking down 10 pins in bowling over 2 balls is called what? So knocking down 10 pins in bowling over 2 balls is called what? Number 6, in the NATO phonetic alphabet, what is the first boy's name that you would find alphabetically? Traditional boy's name. Even girl's name, actually, to be fair. It could be either. Because I know someone's going to come at me and go, well, what about Alpha? Number 7, an author is also known as what, beginning with W? So an author is also known as what, beginning with W? Number 8, Disney's theme tune is called When You What Upon a Star? So Disney's theme tune is called When You What Upon a Star? Number 9, ciabatta, multigrain, and baguette are all types of what? So ciabatta, multigrain, and baguette are all types of what? As always, question 10, what links all of those answers together? What links all of those answers together? So let's wrap up the main part of the quiz then, as always, with 10 general knowledge questions, kicking off with this. Number 1, which darts player had the nickname of the Power? So which darts player had the nickname of the Power? Number 2, according to Greek mythology, who had snakes for hair? Why, my brain just really, straight away, I'll read the word snakes and I go to Snakes on a Plane with Samuel L. Jackson. According to Greek mythology, who had snakes for hair? Number 3, the Burj Khalifa can be found in which city? So the Burj Khalifa can be found in which city? Number 4, complete the name of the American exhibition basketball team. The Harlem what? So complete the name of the American exhibition basketball team. The Harlem what? Train. Number 5, Ness Point is the most easterly point of the United Kingdom, and it can be found in which county? So Ness Point is the most easterly point of the UK, but it can be found in which county? Number 6, Horatio Nelson was fatally wounded at which 1805 battle? So Horatio Nelson was fatally wounded at which 1805 battle? Number 7, the longest river of the British Isles is the River Shannon that can be found in which country? So the longest river of the British Isles is the River Shannon that can be found in which country? Number 8, complete the advertising slogan. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's what? So complete the advertising slogan. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's what? Number 9, 5 of the same suit in a hand of poker is called what? So 5 of the same suit in a hand of poker is called what? And finally, number 10, in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, flamingos are used as mallets in which game? So in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, flamingos are used as mallets in which game? Okay, there we have it. That is all of your questions for this evening. We'll give you the answers, as always, in just a couple of moments. But that one there. I'll actually make sure. I don't know whether I've been able to edit music in. Depends how much time I've had. But I've got the music definitely switched on for this break. Yes, so 9 dingbats is always coming up on screen. I will pop those up for you, say what you see, and I will be back in 7 minutes with some answers. See you after this. Okay, let's give you some answers to these in just a moment's time. Oh, no, I'll ask the question in a minute. I need your advice on something. It's going to be no use for the journey down, but for coming back, it might be useful. Anyway, right, let's give you the answers to these first. Boom. Let me move myself to there. There we go. All right, number 1 was too expensive. Number 2, a score to settle. Number 3, backseat driver. I haven't got Jack with me on the way there or back, so I haven't got a backseat driver today. Number 4, tattoo. Number 5, defeat. Number 6 is too big to ignore. Number 7, listen to me. Number 8, it doesn't add up. And number 9, first thing in the morning. Okay, right. Get your answer sheets together. I'll go through the answers for the final 20 questions in just a second. Yeah, I've got a question. So I always use Google Maps, always have done. I've got TomTom built into the car, but I don't use it. But looking at this drive down to Weymouth, so Google Maps is telling me 5 hours 7. I've never used Waze. Is it actually any good? Because that's telling me I'm going to get there in 4 hours and 48. So it's a difference of need 20 minutes. So which is actually the best sort of sat nav to use? Is it Google Maps? Is it Waze? I mean, I'm confused now. I don't know whether it's a different route or what have you, but yeah, which one's actually best? So it's not going to be any use for me driving down. I'll use Google Maps as I always do. But should I try Waze on the way back? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know which one's better. Because I always just thought Waze was like a game, basically, where you were collecting points and stuff. Anywho, right, let me do that, and then let me do that. Okay, let's see how you got on with the connections round. I'm going to duck or stand in a corner of the White Ridges Social Club, pretty much out of Hayley's range. But here we go. Connections number 1. What is the first name of Mr. West, who portrayed Batman? It is Adam. Number 2, according to the idiom, a broken kind of clock is right twice a day. So I know some people will have put stopped clock in there, but unfortunately that wouldn't work with the connection. And I should have come up with a better way of broken, but anyway, I've always known of it as broken. A broken clock is right twice a day. Number 3, in the UK, we call the tool a span. I've not put the answer in. It's not Japan. Although I now know that there are now going to be some people who... Anyway, the UK, we call the tool a spanner. What is the US name for it? It is a wrench. Number 3, feeling nervous or anxious is said to have butterflies in your stomach. Number 5, knocking down 10 pins in bowling over 2 balls is called spare. Number 6, in the NATO phonetic alphabet, what is the first boy's name and girl's name that you would find alphabetically? It is Charlie. Charlie short for Charlotte as well. Number 7, an author is also known as what? Beginning with W, it is writer. Number 8, Disney's theme tune is called When You Wish Upon a Star. I gave you the answer to that a couple of weeks ago, to be fair. Number 9, ciabatta, multigrain and baguette are all types of bread. And number 10, what links them all? Duck! It's the Operation board game. They're the Operation board game pieces. I've even managed to duck where I'm now covered in the Easter egg. General knowledge to finish off then. Number 1, which darts player had the nickname The Power? It is Phil Taylor. Number 2, according to Greek mythology, who had snakes for hair? It was Medusa. Number 3, the Burj Khalifa can be found in which city? It's Dubai. Number 4, complete the name of the American exhibition basketball team. It's the Harlem Globetrotters. Number 5, Ness Point, the most easterly point of the United Kingdom, can be found in which county? It's Suffolk. Number 6, Horatio Nelson was fatally wounded at the 1805 Battle of Trafalgar. Number 7, the longest river of the British Isles is the River Shannon that can be found in Ireland. Number 8, complete the advertising slogan. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. Number 9, 5 of the same suit in a hand of poker is called a flush. And number 10, in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, flamingos are used as mallets. In which game? It is croquet. So, tot your scores up. How have you got on? 50 points available. If you need to split your teams, here is your tiebreaker. We had a tiebreaker situation last night, and it was brilliant. But anyway, as of the end of 2021, because it's the only data I could find, how many operational petrol stations were there in the United Kingdom? As of 2021, how many operational petrol stations were there in the United Kingdom? Do you know what? I got trolled on Twitter after, and obviously, no, Thursday wasn't great and it wasn't brilliant, but I was concentrating on getting the quiz re-uploaded. I got trolled on Twitter by someone who's verified, who really, to be honest, should know better. I'll be honest. Yeah. 3 years. Developed a bit of a thick skin now. Right, nearest to this gets the point in 3, 2, 1. There are 8,378. Yeah, 8,378 operational petrol stations at the end of 2021. So there you have it. That is all of your questions. I don't know why I'm doing that. There we go. Ta-da! That is all of your questions for this evening. Let us know how you got on across all of our social media platforms. Let us know. Yes, so that is it for me. Well, that is it for me in this context. I'm now about to host a quiz in the White Regis Social Club, so get yourself strapped in, because if you think that was easy or hard, you ain't seen nothing yet, because your next 50 questions are going to be tricky. But yeah, I will be back with, so there will be a quiz on Thursday. For you at home, it doesn't really make much of a difference how it is. It's the only thing that's different is there's no shout outs at the beginning. So it'll either be live or pre-recorded, and we'll give you all the links and make sure that you've got everything that you need so to be able to find the quiz. Just, however, on that, and sounding like a YouTuber, which I hate doing, but if you do subscribe to here, you will get the notification, whether it premieres or whether it's a YouTube live stream or whatever it is. So if you're not subscribed, because I had to find some stats the other day, and literally 20% of the people who watch the quizzes are subscribed. But at least that way you get a notification and it tells you when it's out. So you won't miss out. So if it does go to a pre-record on Thursday and you miss the social media post, at least you still get the YouTube notification. There you go. That's my YouTuber bit, and now I'm going to sort of carry on. That is it. Thank you very much for playing. Thanks for joining us this evening. Hope you are all well. White Regis Social Club, strap yourselves in. Again, if anyone's going to the bar, I'll have another orange juice. And for the rest of you, we'll see you soon. As always for me, take care. Stay safe.